Okay, so more thoughts on why The Last Jedi sucks. Rian Johnson. Calling Mark Hamill a motherfucker in a public professional setting. You don't do that there. You usually don't even do it in a private setting. It's crass. It's Disney that you work for, that you're promoting for. Most people I know who do name calling are usually power tripping. Even when they're pretending it's funny, it's just not something that you do it very sparingly, and it's still dangerous. Um, would he have spoken to Kathleen Kennedy like that? Not in a million years. Um, See, he didn't want Mark Hamill to answer the question, and Mark Hamill didn't end up answering the question. He was threatened by the idea of Mark Hamill answering that question. Okay, so Rian Johnson, I think, is the perfect patsy because he's stupid enough to enjoy all the credit that he thinks he's getting, but too stupid to not smart enough to realize he's going to get a lot of blame. He's going to get a lot more blame as well, increasingly more blame as time goes on. He's going to end up getting thrown under the bus by Kathleen Kennedy in her, out of her desperation to preserve her career. He's just perfect. He's perfect. Um, yeah. Okay. So I don't know what it is about these directors. It's really funny. These hack directors, they have to change the story in order to piss on their territory, mark their territory, leave their scent. Michael Bay had to make all these changes to the Transformers lore just in order to put his little stamp on the thing, because things could have been done a lot more by the original book or TV show, and everything would have been improved. But no, same with Zack Snyder in the Batman versus Superman, where he could have so easily just done Frank Miller's version, and little would have been nothing needed to be changed almost. However, he had to switch things around and add his little person. The thing is, Zack Snyder is an amazing director, but he's not much of a writer, I don't think. And Rian Johnson shouldn't be writing. He has no ability for it. I've said this before. He showed a very poor understanding of pacing with the movie Looper. And I would have, as soon as I heard that he was hired for this movie, I'm like, wait a second, he doesn't know pacing because of that long ass scene in Looper, the Act Two, like climactic scene, and it's on a farm for like half an hour. All of the momentum just comes to a halt at the absolute wrong time for that to happen. I believe the critics were paid by Disney to love the movie. It's the only explanation that makes any sense. Nobody in their right mind who had seen the previous film, as in nobody who had seen The Force Awakens or any of the previous films, would say that The Last Jedi was good. In fact, you wouldn't say it was good even if you had seen none of the Star Wars movies, because it's just a bad film. It doesn't matter. Even on its own, it's terrible. Nobody liked the breast milk scene. Nobody liked the gambling anti-capitalist scene. I don't care what the critics are saying. Nobody liked that. All the messages about the animal cruelty, people had already heard of animal cruelty and slavery. There's other movies that have done it better. You're not introducing us to anything. Nobody liked Carrie Poppins, especially the people who were not Star Wars fans. Nobody would like that. The bottom line is it's a bad movie. Whether you believe that there's too much SJW or too much blah blah blah, or whatever his reasons were, or anybody's reasons, and whose fault it was, it's just a bad movie. We can all agree on that. All of us with logic can agree on that. I think he cashed in on all the hype that Episode 7 started, leaving nothing for Episode 9. I think it could have easily been titled Episode 8 and 9, because he finished the whole story. And in terms of Episode 9, in terms of J.J. Abrams, I think, I have never watched that stupid show Lost, but I think he's very good at creating mysteries, but he's very bad at solving them, giving us a payoff. I think that was the big complaint about Lost. And I don't know anything that J.J. Abrams has written that had that, solved the mystery box. Usually when he solves it, it's actually really lame. So that's what I'm expecting. Episode 9 is going to be the greatest disaster ever. And I'm kind of happy about it, because if it wasn't going to be good, I'd prefer it to be terrible, and I'd rather it, sink like a turd. I'd rather it go down like the Titanic than just kind of float and slowly sink. Yeah. And the Ryan Johnson's trilogy, I know it's not going to happen, but I hope it does because it'll be such a dumpster fire. Goodbye.